Content warning. Echo can be emotionally intense experience and may not be for everyone. Echo contains themes of adult nature, including violence, torture, drug usage, and harsh language. Viewer discretion is advised. We found everybody! Yay! We found our friends! I should have went to the other rounds. I'm so stressed. For those who are staying with this trauma-induced game that the owl has hit too close to home in the earlier episodes. But yeah, we just escaped the cave as someone that's not Chase. I don't know who it was, but it wasn't Chase. But yeah,
But
we got
Chase was still found by Flynn.
but we got found by Flynn, the hot lizard man. Oh wait, I sit in his passenger seat. I sit in the passenger seat of Flynn's truck, feeling numb. I choose to stare out the window, watching the desert rush by as Flynn tries to ask me questions. Where's the bear? I shake my head. Is he still in the mine? I think so. What happened? I don't know. It feels strange being back out there, so like watch. That's what's supposed to happen.
Okay.
Well, everything is definitely fucked up and strange out here in Echo. At least it makes some sense. The mine is completely different. It's
Love you.
chaos. That's the word. Chaos. What? How did you find me? I look back at Flynn and see he's been staring at me closely, barely keeping an eye on the road. I went to Leo's house, found all of you guys there except you, of course. Just waiting? I don't know how to feel about the idea of all my friends just sitting around while a serial killer had kidnapped me. Of course, none of us really knew Brian was a serial killer. Well, a lot was going on. Kutsu, the raccoon, is the one that told me you were missing. Leo, on the other hand, said you were fine, that he saw you around the house. What?
What?
I have no fucking clue, but he was practically holding everyone hostage. Wouldn't give the key up, so I had to take my own truck out here. Is everyone okay? Hopefully. Jenna said she'd try and keep him calm while I came here and looked for you. How did you know I was in the mine? Well, Kutsu pointed out the direction you went. I drove up the canyon since that's basically the only place he could go. I saw where he parked and knew he'd taken you in there. You see, everyone's a hero except this son of a bitch, Leo.
Seriously.
Oh my god. But how did you know about the back entrance? Flynn smirk as we come out of the curvy Echo Canyon onto straight road to Echo. Does it really matter? Either way, I know a lot about the town. That's concerning. Hey everyone, look! Red flag! That's a red flag, right?
Can there be one person here without a red flag?
Honestly! But like also the otter has a goatee, so that's also a red flag.
Oh jeez.
Otter goatee, red flag. But no,
the otter's clearly at the center of a lot of this.
Oh yeah, no, he's the center of a lot of this. But like, Flynn, can you tell us how you found us? Because like, that's a red flag to me if you're not telling us how you found us or knew about that place. I watched Flynn for a while until he glances back at me. What? Where the hell have you been the past few days? Oh, in town hall, managing stuff. Stuff? Like everything going on. I tried to find you guys at the hotel, at Carl's house, but I didn't see anyone. Assumed you tried to leave. That answer is far from satisfactory, but I have no energy to dig deeper. So, are we going back? Yep. Then what? Well, they were saying something about a train, so I assume we try to get out that way. Sounds like you already found out you can't drive out. Yeah. We turn on the road to Leo's house, and as I watch the house draw close, I can't help the growing sense of dread in the pit of my stomach. As soon as we step through the doorway, I'm engulfed in the combination of beige, gray, black, and white fur as I'm surrounded by my friends. You see how there's like beige, gray, black, and white fur? No red? Ooh. Jenna, Carl, and Kutsu are all talking at once, asking me how I am, what happened, if I'm okay. Flynn puts up a hand. Guys, let him breathe. I don't think he's up for talking too much. Jenna and Carl step back, but Kutso doesn't. He's got a hand on my shoulder, gripping it like he doesn't think I'm real. Hey, I'm sorry. I should have been more careful. I should have let you piss on my fucking carpet instead or something. Takes me a second to realize what he's talking about. The thing that got me into Brian's trap in the first place. How earnest Kutso looks compared to what you just came out of your mouth. Out of his mouth. I also realize that I want to hug him really, really badly. So I do. We see Leo off in the corner, sulking, glaring at me, but I ignore him, because fuck him and his red flags. His red fur, red flag thing.
Oh, jeez.
I feel the raccoon stiffen up for a moment, then hug back. It feels so fucking good to be in the arms of someone I trust. You see that? Someone I trust. And it seems to break, though, through the numbness that I'm feeling, at least a little bit. Can we all appreciate Kutso, this raccoon man who's been with us ever since we met him? Like, can we appreciate this man? Like, he didn't have to do any of this. He didn't have to do any of this. Yet he did. I love this man more. Like, come on. Carl seems to take that as an invitation to hug as well, and Jenna joins in. I don't mind. I wish I could stay like this forever. Actually, I just wish this all hadn't happened in the first place. It comes to an end eventually, and Kutso is the last to draw back. I'm about to ask where TJ is when I see Leo. The wolf stands at the entrance of the hallway, his eyes on me and Kutso. He's got a pillow in one paw, and his shirt is hitched up over his stomach a bit, like he just pulled it on. What are you doing? The room goes quiet. The mood immediately changes. Carl, Jenna, Kutso all look weary. No one says anything. I clear my throat. I'm back. Brian took me to... Leo frowns. Back? No. You were in my room and asked for a pillow. Did you fuck a ghost? Did this man fuck a ghost?
I mean, we're pretty much learning that everybody's being fucked up by this town.
Yo, but like, Leo's literally getting it on with a ghost, apparently. Leo's glare turns to Kutso. Hey, have they been telling you to say this? Leo, no. Look in my former boyfriend's eyes is completely alien to me. Can we just say, like, my ex? Just say my ex. He's not your boyfriend. I've never seen that look from him before. No face, no case.
Oh my.
I've never seen that look from him before. I guess I knew that the town, or whatever all this is, has gotten to him, but not completely taken him. Now, I'm not so sure. Kutso stands next to me, his shoulders in front of mine. Leo's eyes him again before turning back to me. Jace, come here. I don't move. As you should. As you should, Jace. He was fucking a ghost behind your back.
Not only that, like, he thought you were still there when you clearly weren't.
Yeah, and he was clearly insinuating that you had he had sex in the bedroom with all his other friends. Wait, is TJ in that room? Did he? Ooh. Where's TJ? The room is completely silent. Chase, I said come here. Leo, what the hell? Leo ignores Flynn, his steely eyes on mine. The feeling of coming to a safe place is completely gone now. Echo has seeped into every part of my life, it seems, but I don't move, and neither does Kutso. Leo doesn't seem to know what to do. His face transforms from anger to confusion. Chula, you were just in the bedroom with me. Oh my god, no, I'm not putting on the Filipino Spanish accent. Get out! Get out of my throat! Get out! I'm not putting that accent on. Chula, you were just in the bedroom with me. Telling me. Leo trails off. I was in the mine, Leo, with Brian. Leo stares. The silence drags on until a soft clicking comes from the kitchen. Everyone looks as TJ emerges, staring at us all with sad, lost eyes. TJ, what is it? There's another train. There's another train coming. Oh, good. Thank you for watching, TJ. I'm not sure if Jenna is relieved because a ride out is coming, or if it's because it can distract us from the whole Leo situation. We all move at once, squeezing past Leo and out to the backyard. He watches me pass him, dumbfounded. DJ is right. In the distance, I can see the lights on the train slowly winding its way towards us. At this point, dawn is just breaking. Somehow, it's only been one night, even though it feels like it's been several weeks. All right. For whatever reason, the train is moving pretty fucking slow. We should just be able to hop it. The train wails in the distance again, much closer now. I thought I was going to have to drive alongside it with you all in the truck bed, honestly. The train does seem to be moving pretty slow, but as it gets closer, I realize that it's not exactly going to be a jog to run alongside it. I might be able to catch it at full sprint. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'll get on first, along with Kutso, and we're gonna pull the rest of you on, all right? Carl fidgets nervously. I don't know if I can run that fast. You will now. You will now. I feel a paw land on my shoulder and turn me around. It's Leo. Hey. Hey, what is it? I look back at Flynn, wanting to hear what he's saying. Listen to me. Everything you said at the house, did you mean it? Huh? What did I say? Leo looks impatient. What you said about loving me, wanting to be with me forever.
Nope.
You meant that, right?
Nope.
What? The train is approaching. We have maybe a minute. The fuck? Why are you acting like you don't fucking remember? Leo bristles, teeth bared, eyes narrowing. Oh my god, Leo, let's get you out of here first. I start to back away towards the others as they continue to discuss jumping on the train. No! Leo grabs my shoulder, looking me right in the eyes. He makes an effort to calm down, closing his eyes a moment before opening them. Then tell me now, are you going to stay with me when this is all over? We can talk about this when we're on the train. No, I want to know before. I see Kutso looking at us, and it looks like he's about to head over. Just tell me the truth. That's all I want. No! Get away from me! I don't want to choose! This is gonna end so badly both directions!
Yup.
This is gonna end badly in both directions! Oh my god! Arden, should I say it's over? I should say it's over. That feels like the right thing to do because, like, this man is traumatizing. Good luck. What do you mean?
And he's fucking loopy as fuck.
Is it okay to say that when he's loopy as fuck? Like if we say it's over, what if like this is bringing me back to Doki Doki Literature Club where not Sayori, what's her name? Yuri asked us if we love her, and then when I chose no, she took out a knife and stabbed herself.
He does the same thing if you said yes.
I know, but it's still traumatizing. Like on choices on this. Like if we say tell him straight up, bitch, Denny. God damn it, Denny.
Get it over with.
Fine, it's over. Leo's eyes bore into mine as I look back at him. Now isn't the time for this. Bitch, I chose a fact. In fact, Chase is fucking right, though. It's absolutely the worst fucking time for something like this. But looking at him, I can tell that this is the only time for Leo. No, Leo. Leo's eyes widen and he leans his head back just slightly, at the same time taking a step back. It's like I've physically pushed him. After everything that's happened, I just can't. Leo seems frozen, watching me, his arms hanging loosely at his sides. I hear the crunch of gravel next to me and Kutso's by my side. Come on, we're going now. Leo hand moves then to his waistband. I have the moment to see him lift a gun from under his shirt, his eyes on Kutso. My body moves automatically, stepping in front of the raccoon, and raise my hand above his, my hands up to my chest defensively. Leo's already frozen in his motion, though. Gun in front of his stomach, still pointed down at the ground as he stares past me. What the fuck? I feel Kutso grab my arm from behind, his grip so tight that it's painful. But I keep my eyes on Leo, waiting and watching to see what direction the gun might go in. But then it drops. First his arm, which hangs loosely by his side once more, then the gun, which clatters to the gravel below. I flinch, expecting it to go off. It doesn't, and instead my ears are filled with the sound of the arriving train. Leo's eyes are back on mine, and I watch as tears start to spill out. Come on, Leo, we have to get out of here. Kutso pulls me back, and I turn away from Leo and the town of Echo as I rejoin the rest of the group. Run! Flynn shoves Carl forward, and the ram takes off alongside the rails, looking over his shoulder at the train. The next thing I know, we're all running after Carl as the train catches up. I look back. Flynn waves both his arms at the locomotive as it whizzes past, but if there's any reaction from the driver, I don't see it. I've just enough time to read the letters on the side of the engine. Prescott Railway, before it's moving past me down the tracks. I realize then that the train is quite short, maybe only 5 cars in all. We won't have many chances. Kutso! Flynn points to the caboose and starts running beside it, next to the two little steps that drop down at the very end of the platform. Gracefully, the lizard jumps and landing his feet on the steps as his hands scramble for some kind of purchase. He finds it and pulls himself in, and the next second he's reaching out, holding onto the handle of the caboose as he grabs on to one of Kutso's paws. With much more ease than Flynn had, Kutso jumps up onto the steps and pulls himself onto the platform. I pass Carl at this point, the ram already losing steam. He calls after me in a hoarse, ragged voice. Shit, I'm not gonna make... Flynn grabs the ram as they pass, and Carl skips on the uneven gravel. And for a horrifying moment, I think he's gonna fall. But Kutso leans in and snatches him up as well, practically lifting Carl onto the platform. Jenna, who's right beside me, is next, reaching out a paw to Flynn. He grabs it, and Jenna easily jumps on over the 2 steps. I think it's my turn, but TJ slows down abruptly, and I move to the side to make room for him. Flynn grabs his arm, and TJ hesitates several times before Kutso gets a grip on him as well, and he's able to step up onto the first step. It's then that I realize that the train is picking up speed, and I'm starting to slow down. I move up beside the caboose, seeing Flynn's outstretched hand. Now that I'm next to it, I can see how terrifying this is. The wheels clack loudly in my ear, and I have no idea how I'm going to lift one leg while keeping up the speed. But I get a grasp on Flynn's hand, and I see Kutso's paw reaching out as well. The train's going way too fast now, and I know I'll only have one chance at this. I pull down on their hands and lift my feet up to land on the last step. Once my feet make contact, relief floods through me. I can't help myself as I grin and pull myself up the steps. I don't know if we're safe or if this whole plan is going to work, but we'd all carried out somehow, and that feels good for once. Then I remember Leo and look back, expecting to see him run next to the train. Instead, all I see is brush and gravel running past. I look back towards the town, and I think I can make out a small figure in the distance, exactly where I left him. Where the hell is Leo? I stay silent, but Flynn follows my gaze out towards the desert. Shit! At that moment, I'm not sure what I should feel. Probably relief? But what I do feel is an incredible wave of sadness, like a physical wave smashing into my body. Probably the same thing Leo felt when I told him. Some part of me knows that this shouldn't matter right now. All that matters is that we might have just escaped with our lives. But leaving Leo behind. Someone I'd known most of my life. Someone who'd protect me, been a friend to me, guided me through the worst parts of my life. Someone who always emphasized togetherness and family, who'd always vowed to protect and stand by my side. that very same person had just chosen to stay behind. While we're the ones leaving, he's the one that decides to leave us. And as that solitary figure grows smaller and smaller, that idea hurts more than anything else right now. And after
Yeah, you
seeing
can't make us feel
Janice,
sad for him.
no, you can't. You really can't. After seeing Janice get murdered, after being tortured by Brian, after nearly being murdered in the mine, I wake up still strapped down to the table in Brian's freaking trailer. I feel like this is a dream sequence. This can't be real. The separation from my best friend is the knife being twisted into my chest. I sink to my knees, holding onto the railing, wondering if I should have stayed behind. No, you shouldn't, because the Leo I just been with isn't the Leo I really know. Correct. He needed help, true, and I just abandoned him, but that's on him too. I should have stayed behind. No, you shouldn't have. Hot tears spill over my cheeks as I stare at the metal platform. Fuck you! Well, I yelled it out when he said it underneath his breath, so... We say the words under my breath, but there's some more rage behind them than anything I've ever said in my life. And they're meant for Echo. Fuck you for killing Janice. Fuck you for hurting William. Fuck you for killing Duke. Fuck you for hurting Cliff. Fuck you for what's buried in the mines. Fuck you for hurting Nick. Fuck you for twisting my friends into something they're not. Fuck you for hurting Cynthia and Murdoch. And fuck you for ruining my life. I sit there on my knees, sobbing hard, like I'm crying for two people at once. I can't see Leo anymore, but the thought of him alone and probably hurting like me is too much. I don't know how long I cry for, but it feels like a long time. After a while, I feel a paw on my shoulder. I imagine the rest of my friends standing there staring at me, but when I turn my head, it's only Kutso. The raccoon is crouched next to me, his head turned towards me, a look that can only be described as understanding on his face. In a bit of a daze, I rub my face on my shoulder to clear my vision. Sorry. Don't be. Kutso says it automatically as he rubs my shoulders gently. Do you want to get up? The rest of them went inside. I stay crouched there for a moment, watching the blur of train tracks in front of me as we continue through the desert. Give me a second. My nose is already stuffy, so my voice comes out clogged. The tiny lights of Echo on the endless expanse of desert gets smaller and smaller, and so too does the feeling of tension in my chest. And with the tension gone, the sad, angry presence in my head, he goes quiet again. It makes me feel a little bit better, but each time I think about Leo, that knife gets a little deeper. Kutso nods and squeezes my shoulder. After a few moments of silence, he speaks. You know, that someone I lost a few years ago? I wipe my eyes again and nod. He was my boyfriend.
Shocker.
Yeah. It can't be. What? I keep silent as I stare at the tracks, almost hypnotized. That strange feeling of wanting to jump tickles at the back of my brain, then fades slowly. One night, we were walking along like we usually did, and we got mugged. We should have just given him everything, but my boyfriend, of course, stepped forward and confronted the guy and got shot. I glanced back at the raccoon with no idea of what to say. Kutso shakes his head like he's coming out of a dream. Oh my god, I'm going to chug water. Like, Comfy's getting cotton mouth right now because of this.
Yep.
Oh my god. I'm just saying that I'm here. I might know what this feels like, you know? I cough a little to clear my throat, and then we make out. It's not the situation, but I still like them together. I mean, he didn't die. Kutso shrugs. Breaking up can feel like that sometimes. It's a lot more than that. It was all of that. Emotional makeout. Let's go. A wave in the direction of the town. It just feels like I lost him right when we got away. We're going to get people to go back for him. Yeah. I let out a big breath before slowly standing up, my knees popping as I do. Kutso stands with me as I lean against the railing, choosing not to look out at the town. After a moment, I turn around to face Kutso, and then I'm hugging him. There's no hesitation this time as he hugs back. I let myself lean into him, letting him support me, feeling the fur on his neck poke through mine. We stay like that for a good 5 minutes, vibrating along with the train. Finally, I pull back. Okay, all right. We should probably go in. I don't think it's all that safe out here anyway. Without letting go of me, Kutsa opens the door and guides me inside. My friends are all sitting in little seats in the dark, swaying along with the train's movements. Carl sits closest to us, and he looks up at the sound of the door. Hey, Chase, you okay? I laugh. No. Carl smiles sadly. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're fine, man. I see Jenna and TJ together on the seat further along the wall, and Flynn sits opposite of them. Further still, a small shape sits leaning against the opposite end of the caboose, curled up on his seat. It's Clint. Flynn occasionally glances at him, but the polecat doesn't seem interested in coming closer. Kutso guides me to sit next to Carl, and I make room so that the raccoon can sit next to me. So, where do you think we're going? I feel Carl twitching against me as he sits there hunched over. Anywhere's better. As long as it's not hell, I guess. Kutso's arm goes around my shoulders automatically, and we sit in silence for what feels like a long time. And I don't mind it. I wouldn't mind it if this were the rest of my life, honestly. For the first time in several days, I feel calm and safe. So enough though. Soon enough. No, I read that wrong, sorry. Restart. Soon enough though, the darkness of the caboose is illuminated with occasional flashes of light. Flynn looks out the window. Aiden. With a grating screech, the train starts slowing down. I'm a little surprised. I guess I thought the train wasn't even real and it would just go on forever. Honestly, same. I thought it was going to loop around and we're going to see like Leo's face again. Yeah, no, I would see like Leo's face again. Like I thought it was going to loop like we did with the car. But now it comes to a slow, stuttering stop. We all sit in the dark, quiet, listening, and then Flynn stands up and opens the door. Soft orange light spills inside. What the hell? Out of the doorway, I see rows of train tracks occupied with other boxcars. Someone moves into view. It's an older-looking fox in overalls. He stares up at us. We're like we're aliens. What's his accent?
Where the hell did you come from?
So we go southern? Got it. Where the hell did you come from? A moment of silence goes by before Flynn clears his throat. We're from Echo. At the end of the game? Saturday. No, it's not the end of the game. What is going? Why is it still Saturday? Wait. Why are we at the beginning? Why are we at the beginning of the game? What is going on? What is going on? No, it was all a fucking girl. What is going on? Read it though. Read it through? Read through it. Okay. Yeah, Mom. I promise I'll call you in an hour. No, I'm not. No, we're not staying the night. I promise. Wow, Mom. All right. I swear. I love you. I love you too. Bye. I hang up and drop my paw into my lap, sighing loudly. Kutso laughs. Okay, so we're not back at the beginning. All right, it felt like it. It felt like it. It kind of scared me, Denny. It kind of scared me. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of got scared for a moment there. Everything okay? I rub my eyes. Yeah, I guess she's just worried, obviously. Kutso reaches over and sets his paw on my knee, squeezing briefly before returning it to the steering wheel. I like this. I can still turn back, you know. I take in another breath and hold it. It's tempting. It might even be better idea to just let the past die. But now that I'm leaving the area for good, I want to see it one more time. The town and Leo. We're gonna find something gruesome. This is feeling doki doki still.
Probably.
I let the breath out. Nah, I need to see this. I've thought about it for so damn long. There's no way I'd forgive myself for backing out now. I needed closure. All right, but if he gets weird at all, I'm taking you the hell out of here. He won't. He's back to normal, as much as any of us can be anyway. Uh-huh. But I told him that it's not going it's only going to be for a little bit, that we're just driving through. I look over at him. You want to stay in the car? I was planning to, unless you're planning on going inside. No, I'll stay outside. All right, but I'll be watching in case you two try anything. Yeah. Yeah, right. It's been 2 years, so he's now 23. Chase is now 23. He waited 2 years. Goddamn. That's not very long. Hey, I know Leo. No, you don't. He's not the person we last saw. Probably is. Yeah, I know.
He's probably as bad as the bear by now.
Probably. Not drug filled, but like as obsessive. I feel my stomach tighten as I suddenly realize we're driving past the lake, then onto Main Street. It's completely abandoned, but then we pass the motel. The windows are all boarded up, and the parking lot is filled with more cracks than I remember. But I'm hit with a wave of familiarity all the same. Standing in the parking lot are 2 people. Pointing at the motel is a large black bear, and in front of him stands a canine with some weird video camera. Kutsu snorts but doesn't say anything. At first, I feel a spark of anger at them for probably seeing the whole thing as morbidly fun adventure, not even having the slightest idea what sort of hell the town went through. This is a stab at all the true crime podcasts that do bring up like old like murders and like call the family. Like fuck those people. Like honestly.
No.
And then I remember that I'd done the same thing. Yeah, granted, it was more years removed, but still the same. We turn onto Leo Street and my stomach tightens further. Kutsu glances at me. Hey! Can I get a kiss before you talk to your ex? Eyes on the road. Kutsu leans over, very deliberately keeping his eyes on the road as he tries to turn his face towards me. I give him a quick peck on the side of his muzzle and he laughs. I try to laugh as well, but it gets caught in my throat as I see the old house. And there, waiting in the driveway, is Leo. Hey, how's it going? Leo cheerfully greets me as I open the door. It catches me off guard a little, but his mood being so different from mine. Hey, Leo, what's up? Leo has his paws shoved in his pockets, but still manages to shrug. Not much, you? Not much. Leo ducks his head and looks in at Kutsu. Hey, Kud, you alright? Kutsu awkwardly answers from behind me. Yeah, I'm okay. There's a moment of silence as I try to think of what to say or do. I hadn't expected Leo to just meet me outside. Did you want to come in for beer or something? No. Girl, no. Oh, I'm actually driving for the next couple of hours. Yeah, we're just stopping by for a minute. Ah, okay. Leo smiles, falters a little bit, but he shrugs again. Wanna go for a walk then? Stretch your legs out so I can get you alone? No. I look back at Kutsu, but he doesn't say anything. Doesn't give me a hint at what he's thinking. He's leaving the decision up to me. Yeah, sure. This is safe. Leo, damn it, Chase. Leo ducks his head again. You want to come to? Okay, he invited. You want to come, Kud? Kutsu hesitates, then shakes his head. Nah, you two go ahead. I prefer the AC. All right, cool. Feeling just a little bit tension between the two of them, I quickly jump out and shut my door. I look over at the rail yard, which is in full view of the car, and point. Want to walk over there? Sure. So, you just been hanging out here for the past 2 years? A little bit. Spent a lot of time at my parents'. I'm moving back in with them right now, actually. Oh, yeah? Yeah, it sucks, but honestly, I can't stand all the vultures scavenging around for stories. Sounds like it, but at least you'll be around other people, right? Yeah, it's officially a ghost town now, if you haven't noticed. I look over to the rest of the town towards the motel and convenience store and all the tiny houses and trailers in between. Not a single person. I actually visit Carl once in a while over there, over the summer. Leo nods up towards the mountains and I see the big mansion glinting gently in the sunset. Hey, that's cool. I hear he's doing pretty good at school right now. Good. Are you going back to school? Meh. I shrug my shoulders, walking up to the train tracks to straddle the steel rails. Not in Pueblo, since we're moving up a couple of states, but probably eventually. There's a lull in the conversation as we both go quiet. I look around wondering if it was the spot where we hopped the train that turned out to be an old engine and caboose on its way to Peyton, where it was then transferred to a train. It was an antique train.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that that was honestly lucky that we got in there. My goodness, we're transferred to a train museum. It had been traveling at a gentle 10 miles per hour to keep from derailing off the old tracks, just slow enough for us to catch. It was the last of the 3 engines being transferred that night. We could have missed that. They could have missed that. Just a few hours later, the emergency services went in and recovered whoever else was left in the town, including Leo. I still wonder if we even needed to hop the train, but I guess I was escaping more than just the town. I look back at Leo. Are you okay? Huh? Leo looks up from kicking around some rocks. I mean, I scratched my head vigorously, trying to think of how not to say the wrong thing. Have you been doing okay? Are you happy? Leo smiles. Not really. Are you? I think back in the past 2 years of nightmares and panic attacks, of breaking down into tears out of nowhere. How just a few hours ago, I dropped to the ground in a grocery store in Peyton because someone dropped a jar of jam. But Kudso had been there, like always, to help me back up. I'm managing. I can't cope with this. It's a process. That's good. Are you managing? Leo chuckles. I'm just living. Are you getting help? Like professional help? Yeah. No. Oh, well, it can really help. It really can. It really can. Get help. Get a therapist. It's helpful, guys. Therapy is good for you, no matter what age you are. I like to do things on my own these days. Uh-huh. Yeah? Leo looks back towards the car, Kutso barely visible through the window. People can help. You don't have to do everything on your own. I think it's best if I stay away from people for now. I noticed the anchor bracelet's missing from Leo's. Oh yeah, the anchor bracelet was something they got in high school to signify their relationship and like their familial ties to this place. But Chase left it at the dorm because he felt like it was anchoring him to Echo, but Leo still had it.
Oof.
So yeah, it had Chase's full name on it too and everything. I looked down at the tracks. Listen, I'm sorry about everything that happened. I wish I could do things over even before what happened here in Echo. Leo looks at me for a moment, a sad smile on his face. The last 2 years have been hell for me. I cried myself to sleep every night thinking about you. Not this fucking piano! Stop it! Stop it, piano. I feel my face flush with embarrassment and for some reason, shame. But last month, for the first time, it stopped. I stopped thinking about you every hour. I stopped thinking about what you might be doing and about how he might be treating you, about whether or not you're thinking of me. Yeah, I still think about you sometimes. No, don't say that. And when I do, I still cry, but now it hurts less. So yeah, I'm doing better, Chase. Are you? Is that better? I mean, it hurts less, but
It's slow.
It's slow. It's very slow. Oh, well, that's good. I have no right to feel a little sad, but I do, as he takes out a gun from his pants pocket and shoots me right there and then. I'm sorry, Chase, for not protecting you the way I should have, for trying to control you and do all the shady shit behind your back. There we go. He admits it. He admits
he's
it.
healing.
He's healing. Whatever the fuck was in town that made us all go crazy, I realized it twisted up my thinking. But those thoughts were always there. Echo just brought it up to the surface. So, I'm a shitty person, and you made me realize that, and I'm sorry I brought you into it. Just know that I really did love you. Leo look over my shoulder. It's understanding. At the car again. Anyway, you should get back to Cud. He'll take care of you, and I hope you'll take care of him, okay? My mouth hangs open a little bit, but that snaps me back into reality. Yeah, I'll do that. I start walking back to the car, but Leo doesn't follow me. I pause. Do you want my new number? We can talk. No. The surprised look on my face makes Leo laugh. It's a real laugh. Kind of sad, kind of happy, but real. That wouldn't be good for either of us.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're just saying goodbye forever? That old knife in my heart still twisting again. Leo shrugs. You never know. I stand there 10 feet away from him, away from my first boyfriend, my first kiss in this very rail yard, my best friend. But hey, if you drive through Baden again, I'm always open to have another chat. Maybe you'll catch me in a better place. I will. I say that immediately, and Leo smiles. So, I'll see you again someday. I look forward to it. All right. Bye then. Goodbye, Chase. I walk the rest of the distance to the car and open the passenger door before getting in and sitting down. With the door still open, I look back one last time. Leo stands there, paws still jammed in his pockets, his fur outlined with orange and gold light from the setting sun, highlighting his head fur like a halo. I take it in for a moment, then wave. He waves back. And with that, I close the door. The end. Question mark? No.